Good morning everyone. Happy September the 20th. I'll just wait a minute, see if a few people pop up. Hopefully they will. So here I am in my little pagan pit, as my husband calls it. So today I'm going to be doing a short ritual for Autumn Equinox and Mabon. Obviously there's always the debate of which one's the correct term, Autumn Equinox or Mabon. Some people say that Mabon is quite a new term according to a lot of people, and it's a neo-pagan term, so a lot of the purists don't like it. And of course Autumn Equinox has always been there. A lot of people say that Mabon has just been shoved in by the sort of the more recent neo-pagans just to make it a nice tidy wheel of the year with 8 festivals every sort of 6 to 7 weeks. That's cool. Who cares? So it's Mabon as such is the 21st, which is tomorrow. And Autumn Equinox this year is on the 22nd, which is Tuesday. So as you know from the things I've posted recently, the Autumn Equinox can be it's usually between the 19th and 22nd. It's usually the 20th to 22nd, but it can be the 19th and it can be the 23rd for the equinoxes, and the solstices are usually the 21st and 20th or 21st, but they can be the 22nd. They're fixed. They're variable depending on the astronomical calendar. So what I'm going to do today is just talk a little bit about the themes of equinox, as the autumn equinox, which are balance and harmony, as the sun and the darkness come into equal. So I think it's it's about 1:30 on Tuesday that it will be 12 hours of dark and 12 hours of light. So traditionally it's a really good time. Good morning, Jacqueline. Thank you, my darling. So traditionally it's a time for looking at balance and harmony in your lives. So whether things are out of balance, what things you need to look at, what things you might want to put back in balance, what things aren't working. Traditionally, all Sabbats, I think it's a good time to look at what doesn't serve you anymore, whether a relationship, a job, a situation is causing you stress, then it just isn't worth it. I mean, you try because you want to make things work, but when it's got to the point of causing you stress, then it's no longer serving you. So it's time to look at it and plan how to change it or make it different. So that's one of the themes. And of course balance is weighing that up, whether that's a common thing for women is work and family life, and for men as well now, especially after we've had COVID this year. I think a lot of people are re-looking at balance, and as we move forward into hopefully not the second phase, but it looks like it's coming, the second wave, people are looking at, good morning Annette, looking at potentially not going back to work in the way that they were, this new normal. And I think this is a perfect time for us to take stock as the evening gets darker and you're in more, you don't go out so much because it's not so nice, you're not sitting out or wandering out. It's a perfect time to take stock of what's happening through the year and what's changed for you and how you want to move forward personally. And that's something that I always do. And I was thinking this morning, because a lot of people are saying that they love autumn, a lot of people are saying I can't stand it, I like the sun, I like the bright weather. I think I love all of them. And it's interesting that a lot of the autumn people are autumn babies, and I commented on a friend's post that my birthday's April, and my favourites are winter solstice and summer solstice, and if I had to pick a season I would be torn between winter and summer, but I love all of them, but I couldn't pick one. So anyway, that's enough of me waffling on. So I did post up, if anybody wants to join in at home, what you would need. Good morning, Jen. Here she comes. I knew she'd be here. What I said to you, if you wanted to join in at home, I mean, you're welcome just to watch. You're welcome to do this later on. It's one that I found online to start with, because the old imposter syndrome jumped up and bit me on the bum, saying, who are you to write a thing? Who are you to put it out there? And I'm like, me, that's who I am. So I started with one that I found by Patty Wigington on morning Mrs. Jiggly on Learn Religions of all things, and I thought, I'll do that. And then I changed it and thought, no, I'm going to add to my bits. So it's part of it's from there, so it's adapted from there. To be fair to this Patty Wigginton lady, I've used some of her words because I really, really liked them. And the rest of it, I found a poem which is anonymous, which I'm going to read out to you. So I do like to credit people where I can, but I found it on a Pinterest board called Donna. So other than that, I couldn't tell you who wrote it, and I adapted that because I didn't like the words. Yeah, imposter syndrome, Jackie. It's Jacqueline. It is just, you know, when you think you've conquered it, something else jumps up and bites you on the butt, doesn't it? And I'm like thinking, you know, I can't write this. I write for a living. What is wrong with me? I can do this. So if you want to join in at home, because what I wanted to do was create something that anybody could do, that you don't have to go out and buy super duper fancy things for, because some people like to go and buy the whole pagan, Wiccan, witch, goddessy experience and have everything. I know Jenny will be sitting there jumping up and down and saying, this is my wand, this is my wand. She uses her finger, and I agree. Personally, I do buy a few bits. I think we all do. We all see a pretty and we go, oh, well, I want that. But you can do it with absolutely yeah, Jacqueline, it's bloody awful. We do it anyway. Yeah, exactly, we do. So what I did treat myself to a nice candle, because I do like a candle. And it'd been payday, so I was like, yes. So yeah, I'm going to use a candle, and this is my pretty I bought. It's got a little wooden wick, so I'm looking forward to seeing how it's supposed to crackle and pop. But this was only a cheapy candle. You're going to need an incense stick. So I've got my incense stick, one that my friend Janine gave me. Something to hold water. Now this is very special. This is a little tiny blue egg cup, and as you can see, it has been broken several times, and I've lovingly repaired it with glue. It's blue because it's for water, and it was my nan's. And when we cleared her house, it was one of the things that I found. It was a one and only one, and I love the little pattern. It's kind of trees, and if you can see there, here's my finger, little pagan bling, never her. So yeah, this one is, and it's been broken so many times, but I've mended it, and I use it for this. I don't use it as an egg cup anymore. I've got some water from Glastonbury from my friend Janine, but any old water will do. I'm not going to drink it because it's been there quite a while. For my earth, I've got my apple. This is a slightly old apple, but I think this apple might have been, yeah, it's a bit wrinkly, but hey ho. And for my ancestors, for my little picture of my ancestors, I've got a little picture I made of my nannies, and this nanny is Egg Cup Nanny. That's Nanny Martin, so that's Nanny Doris, and that's Reen, that's my other nanny. That's my dad's mum, and that's my mum's mum. And it's literally, I love these ladies so much, and they're always with me. This is just, and this is old Christmas paper that I ironed, and I liked it because it's got leaves on it. So I just made a little thing for my, so it's completely just made up last night for my altar. That said, I have my own little bit of bling. I have my chalice that we bought in Lindisfarne. Now I use that. It is just, it's beautiful, beautiful. Just, I loved it, and that's what I use for ceremony. And of course, if you've ever been to the Goddess Temple, they have a big Wheel of the Year that actually turns and moves. And last time we were in Glastonbury, it's by the artist Wendy Andrew. So last time I was in Glastonbury, I bought my own little moving wheel. So it's still on Lammas. So with you guys today, let's move it to Autumn Equinox. And it says, feel me now as Mother Earth. I am your rock of strength. Rest at this space of balance, where day and night are equal, and prepare to journey with me into the dark. I am the setting sun. I am the waning moon. I am the autumn leaves as they fall into me. I am earth. Feel my presence firm beneath your feet. Treat me with respect. I will hold you safe in the darkness of your journeying. I am your rock of strength. So that's lovely, and it moves, and you can see little things in there. So I've moved that with you. It's technically, it's tomorrow, but so there you go. So I'm going to put that on my little altar, and I'm just going to take you over here to show you my altar, because I had it set up so that I could sit in front of my altar. I had it all set up last night. I raided the bathroom, and we have a little wicker cabinet. You can see it in the bathroom, which has been deigned to be the altar bearing equipment. And of course when I go to there, the sun's too bright and you can't see anything, so I had to do that. But this, can you see my little, that's the view from my little eyrie. And this is my little altar that I created yesterday, all with bits and pieces from the garden and from just down the road. So here I am, I'll pop you back here on my desk. This is my little den, all my crafting things, all my strange things, all my weird and wonderful things. So there I am. So right, I'm going to put you back there. Oops, and my peg that holds you in place is gone. I must buy one of those gorilla things, what you call octopuses that hold it in place. So I'm going to pop this on here. There we go. Right, okay, so I'm going to begin. This is probably best done outside, but I'd have to be holding my phone, it'd get too complicated. So here we go. The apple is sacred, a symbol of the goddess, and holds the knowledge of the ancients inside. Tonight, I ask the goddess to bless me with her wisdom. 5 points in a star, hidden inside. 1 for earth, 1 for air, 1 for fire, 1 for water, and 1 for spirit. You can see the star inside, 5-pointed star. Oh, and this is really helpful. I've picked up the wrong copy of my words, so I'm going to have to find the right one now. I could scream. Where is it? How frustrating. Just talk amongst yourselves. Here we go. Right, here we are. I thought something was wrong. Right, just forget that. So I'm going to do my magic trick later on. Okay, so begin again. And that's the joy of doing them. So to start with, I'm going to start with an autumn equinox prayer. Now is the time to reap your reward as we celebrate this last dance of the Sun Lady and Lord. Light and dark balanced on an ear of wheat as the last grain signals the harvest complete. Autumn's tide has reached its height, and now is the time to welcome the night. Reflect on your strengths as the light is waning, and the hours of darkness are now ever gaining. Both fruitful vine and harvested earth remain, in silence the seeds of wisdom are gained. Give praise to the mother as she dons her dark wintry cloak, and the blessings of autumn rain into the earth she will soak. The apple is a symbol of the goddess, and holds the knowledge of the ancients inside. I ask my goddess to bless us with her wisdom. As you can see, the little star inside the apple. 5 points in a star, hidden inside. 1 for earth, 1 for air, 1 for fire, 1 for water, and the last for spirit. I call to the element of earth in the north, to the harvest mothers, Care, Demeter, Ceres and Pomona, and I thank them for their bounty and abundance in the fields and in my heart, as its goodness nourishes my body and soul. I call to the element of air in the east, to the ancient wise women, Ceridwen, Caliac and Morrigan, and honour their approaching chill, and the renewal of the land and of my soul, and then of the knowledge their darkness will impart. I call to the element of fire in the south, to the maidens of fire, Bridget, Breed, Bridget, Bridie, and cherish the blessings of warmth and light, bright in our hearth, our homes and our skies, and my trust in the faithful promise of their return. I call to the element of water in the west, to the daughters of water, Rhiannon, Freya, Aphrodite, and remember their love flowing and the emotions of spring, river and ocean as the autumn rain refreshes and renews me. I call upon the wise ones, the beloved spirit, to the ancestors of my blood and my bone. I hear your quiet whispers and ancient voices, both within me and all around me. As the sun moves, the light fades and you grow ever closer. As we approach the second harvest of Mabon and the balance of the autumn equinox, the mother goddess begins to become the crone. As the earth continues its journey, I willingly follow the goddess into the darkness, where she will watch over me, protect me and keep me safe. Goddess, I honour and thank you. May you never thirst. May you never hunger. And I'd just like to do a little chant with you all. Those of you that know me know that I hate singing, so I'm going to do this little chant. I'll set myself up for this. So this is a little chant, and it's called Deep Into the Earth I Go. And the words are really simple. It's deep into the earth I go, deep into the earth I know, deep into the earth I go, deep into the earth I know. Hold my hand, sisters, hold my hand. Hold my hand, brothers, hold my hand. So we do it 3 times, second time's louder and the last time, the third time's quiet. So, deep into the earth I go, deep into the earth I know, deep into the earth I go, deep into the earth I know. Hold my hand, sisters, hold my hand. Hold my hand, brothers, hold my hand. Deep into the earth I go, deep into the earth I know, deep into the earth I go, deep into the earth I know. Hold my hand, sisters, hold my hand. Hold my hand, brothers, hold my hand. Deep into the earth I go, deep into the earth I know, deep into the earth I go, deep into the earth I know. Hold my hand, sisters, hold my hand. Hold my hand, brothers, hold my hand. I give thanks to the earth and the north, and to the harvest mothers. I give thanks to the element of air in the east, and the ancient wise women. I give thanks to the element of fire in the south, and the maidens of fire. I give thanks to the element of water in the west, and the daughters of water. I give thanks to the element of spirit and the ancestors. The light of summer begins to fade. I embrace the turning wheel of the year, and the renewal and the rebirth that will come. Blessed be. So I'm going to leave my apple on my altar, and then tomorrow I'm going to put them out in the garden as an offering to the goddess and for the birds to eat. So hopefully you enjoyed that. Sorry about the little mess up earlier on. Apologies for my singing, but I hope you enjoyed it. And oh, Sophie's here. Hello, Sophie. It was Sophie's birthday yesterday. Sophie is my daughter, and she's my Mabon baby, and she's an absolutely wonderful, beautiful girl, and she's coming over later on for a barbecue. So yeah, happy birthday for yesterday, Soph, and love you lots. All right, blessed be everyone. Take care.